I think both are challenging. Both take effort. For the Singaporeans, it takes effort because we know we need to be an open society. We know there's no way to close up because there's no future in that. And yet, it's not so easy to be a society where continually having a steady stream of people arriving, joining you, and not quite the same, and not quite fully integrated into our society yet. And it is not something where take it today, tomorrow will be okay, because it's something which is continuing to be like this, and I have to be able to accept this and mitigate the specific problems to the extent that I can. For the migrants, it's a process. They come to Singapore, sometimes visitors, sometimes studying, working. Sometimes some of them go on to be PRs. Eventually, some of them, not so few, go on to be citizens. So there's a range. And I think we want to be welcoming to them, and we treat them as friends. And there are gradations of friends, from friends to family. Actually, by the time they become citizens, they are family. Before that, PRs, maybe extended family. But before that, you may not be family, but you're certainly honored guests, friends here. And we want to welcome you, and we hope you will be a good guest. And so to make that journey takes time, because they come as non-Singaporeans. And as I said just now, Chinese is not the same as Singapore Chinese. Same, but different. So how do you go from that to being comfortable here, adapted to our norms, and then eventually, maybe, if you're taking that direction, be one of us? I think it takes effort, it takes interaction, we also need to know certain things. I mean, that in Singapore we are multiracial, that we get on with each other, that if I have a neighbor, he may be cooking something fragrant, maybe curry, maybe satay, maybe some, I don't know, Chinese spicy dish, and I share my neighbor's aromas, and we live cheek by jowl and friends with each other. And that's the way Singaporeans are. You need to know that. You need to know the social norms, that you don't go around flashing your latest, your car, your watch, your shirt, your shoes. All of these can cost millions of dollars. And it's a certain tone in our society, and you fit into our society. And you also need to know that this is Singapore, and this is Singapore society, and you are in Singapore and not just in some prosperous city somewhere in the world. And Singapore is this way, and Singapore wants to be this way. And so you will try your best to belong here, and there's a space for you, but there's also certain ways we expect foreigners to be here and behave. Just now there was the question, we have stringent laws, but do foreigners follow these laws? Actually, if you look at the record, the foreign population in Singapore per head are more law-abiding than Singaporeans. No, crimes per head. Very few. You know why? Because if you are a foreigner, you commit a crime here, I can send you home. If you are a Singaporean, you commit a crime here, I may have to give you a home for a while in Changi. After that, you're still here, and I don't know whether you're okay or not. I hope you're okay. And most are, but foreigners actually, as a matter of fact, they behave themselves, by and large. So it is not true that they contribute to our law and order situation. So, therefore, it's a process, and it's a process which takes time. Zaobao had a letter from somebody who has gone on this journey. They published it just a few days ago. And this is from an immigrant from China, and he came here, I think, 1996 or something, anyway, 28 years ago, and he's become a citizen. And he says, now this is my country, but I still remember my original homeland, I still have friends, remember the food, I go back, I remember the dialects, and it's also part of me. And that's 28 years. And is it wrong? No, I think human beings are like that. You take on a new citizenship, you are a member of that, you are now this nationality, but you have friends, you have links, you have previous networks. When I go overseas, I often have overseas Singaporean gatherings in the city. I was in KL recently, I did one. When I go to Europe or America or Australia, I do it. And we invite Singaporeans who are living there to come. They come with family, they come with friends. And very often, the family and friends may not be Singaporean. The spouses may be Malaysian or British or Australian. And sometimes, no, every time, we also have people who are friends of Singapore, who have worked and lived here, who remember us fondly, who come to Singapore, who therefore come to our event to say, I'm not Singaporean, but I had a very happy time living in Singapore, and I'm very happy to come and see you. So I think these are all part of our extended family, our network of friends, and I think we should welcome them and see them as a strength, something plus for us. And when we celebrate, we hope they celebrate with us. So National Day, we celebrate. In the schools, they have celebrations. Some of the kids are not Singaporean, but they come and they join us and join our celebration. We put up National Day banners. We show pictures of people living in Singapore, who are happy living in Singapore. Most of them are Singaporean. Once in a while, we have somebody who's a PR or somebody who's a visitor. They are guests here. I think it's good. Recently, Tanjung Pagar put up one like that, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle because some body made an issue of it and said, why do you have this non-Singaporean for National Day? I think it's a small-minded, foolish, nasty approach. They want to be friends with us. Why should we not want to be friends with them? They want to celebrate with us. We should open our hearts, welcome them. That's the way to behave as a Singaporean. I went for a walk at Botanic Gardens one evening. Stranger came up to me, said hello, ran past me. He says, Caucasian, obviously not Singaporean. He says, I'm not Singaporean, but this is a marvelous place to live. Thank you for keeping it a good place. Only thing is, I wish you could reduce the temperature by 2 degrees. I said, thank you very much, I will try. So people wish us well, and I think we should welcome them to be part of our extended family, our network of friends. And that way, I think there is a future for Singapore.